Today we are at the Roseville Cemetery, which is in Roseville, which conveniently enough, which is south of Auburn, but before you get to Sacramento. It's like right in the middle. We've been to Roseville several times, like doing all the railroad stuff. That's where Big Boy was. Actually, Big Boy was just over on that side of the hill and over a little bit. The first burial here was in 1861, and we are not going to cover all the cemetery because, as you can tell, it is quite vast. It goes on for quite a ways. I think it's like 40, I want to say like 44 acres or something like that, 46 maybe. It's big. But mostly over there and beyond are a lot of the new graves. The ones that are closest here in the foreground are lots from like the 30s and 40s. But this area, well, beyond these people right here, but over there and over the hill a little bit are the oldie moldy ones, like the 1861 and beyond. But in 1861, the first person that was buried here was Rachel Berry, and she was 37. And the street that this cemetery is on, the one that runs right out there, is Berry Street, named after her, and well, her husband probably, because he was the first justice of the peace in Roseville. They came here in 1860. But this little section that I'm in now that has the, what do you call this? Chain link fence, not chain link, what is that? Wrought iron fence. This actually is a separate cemetery that I'm in. It used to be called Boot Hill Cemetery because it used to be at a different location. It was, back in the day, about a couple miles over that direction, and they built a shopping center over that way. And when they did that, they had to get rid of the graves that were in this cemetery, so they moved them over here. So they fenced it off as being its own separate cemetery, Boot Hill Cemetery. But when they went to move all of the headstones from the location where they were, vandals had already gone through there and destroyed all of the wooden headstones, or what do you call that? Markers, crosses. And there was only one left, and it's that one over there. And the cemetery moved everybody over here, but when they moved them, this one guy was in charge of cataloging everything that was in the graves of the people that they moved over here. And one of the graves, they said there was a guy who was dressed in a buckskin suit with frills on the pant legs and the jacket sleeves. And he said most of the graves that were over there that they moved over here were kids. Most of them were kids. And speaking of kids, here's a kid here. Actually, there's two. Samuel died July 2nd, 1873. He was 4 years, what is it? 4 years, 11 months, and 20 days. There's three. Christopher died July 2nd, 1873. So, same day. Age 3 years, 6 months, and 25 days. John died August 11th, 1873. Age 1 year, 5 months, and 1 day. Children of John P. and Rose Bain. Beloved ones, farewell. There's something else at the bottom. I can't read it. Something about tribute. Mother's tribute. So 3 kids. 2 of them died on the same day. So those little kids and their little headstone, little lambs, were moved over here. But all over in here are a bunch of other graves, and most of them were kids. Pioneer Memorial in Boot Hill. So we've actually been to Boot Hill. So let's go see what the rest of the oldie moldy section looks like, because some of the other people that are here are those railroad workers. Remember when we saw that memorial at the train depot of those 11 railroad workers that were killed in that accident when they went to do the gravel trains in 1935. Anyway, 2 railroad motor cars crashed and killed 11 people. So they're buried here too. As I was on my way out of Boot Hill, I was walking by the kids section, because there's kids sections all over this cemetery. In fact, there's one along that wrought iron fence over there, All along in that section over there are a bunch of kids. And some of the headstones are buried. I mean, you have to like dig them out, like this one. But I saw this and it's just, I don't know, heartbreaking to me. See his name? How can you have a John Doe baby? How is that possible? I mean, who's not claiming this little John Doe? Unless his name is Doe. I mean, that's an actual last name. If it is, who would name their kid John? That's my question. But how can you have a John Doe baby? Newborn. It's a newborn. So somebody must have dumped him or abandoned him or something. How sad is that? Well, with the background music of the triple lawnmower men over there in this beautiful tree. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a crepe myrtle, I think. I love those flowers. We made it over to, this section is like from the 30s and 40s, pretty much. But we're making our way over that direction where the oldie moldy ones are. But I wanted to show you some of these really ornate statues that they have on these headstones over here. But look at these statues and stuff. Lots, this section actually, there's a lot of Italians. And so it's heavy on the Catholic end of the scale. Not that that's wrong. It's just, there's a lot of that kind of thing here. Toffanelli, I love that name. 1962. And I like that they have pictures. I love this one. This guy. Pietro Picci? I don't know. Did I butcher your name? Sorry. 1927. See? Native of Italy. This little kid, 1912 to 1927. What, 15? Isn't that a neat picture? Funny kid. 1927, I don't know what was going on in 27. What would have taken him out, but I don't know. Yeah. Puglisi, 1947. So, 1947, so that picture probably was taken shortly before he died. So he's pretty, I don't know, 84 to 47, I guess that would be about 60-ish. See, here's some more kids. There's kid sections, like I said, all over the place. More kids, more trucks in the dirt. I don't know where it goes, but we'll put it over here. I don't know. You can't even read these little ones because they're these little markers that are so, they're just not very well preserved. Oh, look at this guy. Nick. Strombulos. Look at that. Isn't that a neat picture? I love it when they put the old pictures on there. Oh, here's some more old pictures over here. Luporini. That's cool. Flashman. Not Fleischman, but Flashman. That's a new one. So, anyway, making our way over here in the heat. It's about 98 today-ish, and it's smack dab in the middle of the afternoon, right around 3. Here's another picture. Father. Primo Roccini, it looks like. Raffaella. Looks like her picture fell off of there. There's dear old dad, I guess. Oh, he's got chunks taken out of him. I just saw this last name over here. That's an interesting one. I haven't seen this one before. I don't know if you can see it or not. Neep. Isn't that bizarre? Oh, look at that. Isn't that neat? Fell in battle in someplace in France, 1918. He was 19 years old during World War I. And look, they even have this column, the pillar has been toppled. Alyn Butler. Oh, it's a little lamb. Our Dee Dee. Our Dee Dee. Oh, isn't that a neat little lamb? Is that Dee Dee? No, that must be Mom. Our infant daughter. 1918. Who's our Dee Dee? Does Dee Dee have a name or not? Oh, here we go. Claire Louise Butler. Aged 11 years. Oh, wow. She's still a little lamb. Huh. Oh, here's another Butler that didn't make it. Laura Louise Butler, 1948. Oh, she's, what is that, 3 days old? Over there against the wall, not the wall, the fence by the school, because that's the high school over there, but over there, right up against the fence, and all the way down that way, are a whole bunch of other little headstones that are from back in the day, like some 1890s and some like 1930s-ish, around in that range. But this one over here, I saw this one last time I was here. I love the etching that they did on this one. Hemphill, Alexander, Eliza Wallace, and Vivia Hemphill. They were pioneers of this area. But look at that headstone, the etching on that, with the little miner guy. He does the mining, and it's got the wagon train and the oxen. And they came over here, apparently, in a wagon train. Well, 1846, 1855, 1881, 1883, so yeah. Who's this? Mrs. Della T., wife of J.L. Shannon, 1916. Oh, 25 years old. Oh, she died on Christmas. Ugh. Merry Christmas. That's an oldie section, and it kind of goes over one more block. This section across the way is an oldie section, and it goes down pretty much to the fence line. This one, like I said, goes all the way over to that way, and this one goes pretty much over to where those statues were. But we're not going to do the whole thing today for a couple reasons. I mean, we're going to hit the highlights, like the biggest headstones and stuff. But first of all, there's way too many to see, and it's too freaking hot. So we're going to be judicious and probably edit the heck out of whatever it is that I actually record. So let's see this monster rock, which is highly noticeable, because when you come here, there's one entrance, that's the entrance, and then there's one exit, and it's over there. So this guy, you notice it when you come in. Phillips, 50. The guy was 50. One was 50 and one was 51. You get to guess who? Yeah, you get to guess who. Papa and Mama Phillips. There's no other headstones that say their names unless it's on the back. But look at that, how detailed that is. And this all looks like twigs and sticks and stuff, family tree stuff. Oh, look. There's a bunch of little lambs over here. James and Emily, 2 in the same day. March 31st, 1882. Leaf blower man. Age 4 years, 6 months, and 6 days. Age 2 years and 6 months. Fun but not forgotten. James and Emily, same day. Same day. You have to wonder, was that an accident? Or was that an illness? Smiley? Smiley. This guy's name is Smiley. Smiley. Does that say Smiley? Are you reading that as Smiley? Smiley Denny. The last name is Denny. 1821 to 1902. Native of Kentucky. Huh. Sally Denny. 1898. Tennessee. Look at this. This was a handmade one. Here's the lawnmower man coming at me again. Charlotte something. Whitler? 1916. Age 10 years. Oh, 10 years old. Massingham. Niedifer? Nita, let's see. It would be Nye, right? German, is that German? Would it be Niedifer? Niedifer? I don't know, somebody has to let me know. Mary Mackenzie. 32, oh, it's a little lamb. George Thomas, 1879. Stackhouse, John Stackhouse. 1885, it's up to you to decide how old he was. Dr. N.C. Taylor, 1877. Taylor's, again, I told you before, on Taylor Road up in, where was it? We saw that, Newcastle Cemetery. It was on Taylor Road, so. Charlotte Thomas, 1876. 25, March 24th, 1876. I'm guessing that Charlotte is the mother of Lottie. The little lamb, Lottie. 1875. September of 74 to February of 75. What is that, 6 months? Something like that. Poor little lambs. Okay, oh, there's another little one over here in the shade. What is this? Is it a little lamb? Oh, it's a little lamb. Ernest W. Jones. In 1918. 14 months, our darling. So this one's a little notable, a little obvious, you can't miss it. That one is, who is this? There's the Dyers, John Dyer. That one, that right there, John Dyer. There's a road over by the Union Cemetery that we did. There, it's called Dyer Lane, so it's all those people over in that direction. Oh, McClung. Wow. John McClung died 1884, age 65, native of Kentucky. Wow. He's it. That's it. Nobody else. Sarah McClung, wife of John. Sarah gets a little one. 1881, age 39. Wow. Wait, he was 65 and he died in 1884. She was 39 and died in 1881. Unless there's another John McClung. Though lost to sight, to memory dear. Okay. Charles F. Davis, native of Roseville, died 1880, age 19 years, 10 months and 25 days. The light is from our household gone. A voice we loved is stilled. A place is vacant at our hearth, which never can be filled. Okay. Aw. Oh, I did this one. Hiram Davis, I think. Didn't I? 1875, 44. I've seen this one before. The praise of him who sleeps on earth, the pleasant memory of his worth, the hope to meet when life is past, shall cheer the sorrowing heart at last. I've seen that one before. Actually at the Rockland Cemetery. Oh, look, it's a zinker. Let's go see the zinker. Kirby. Kirby is a big name in this area. In fact, there's a road. If you go down that way a ways and then hang a left, there's Kirby Road is down there. Kirby Lane, Kirby Road, I think it is. Yeah. George K. Kirby died 1895, age 69, and somebody else whose thing apparently fell in. Is anything in there? Can you see anything? I don't see anything. But this is a zinker, you can tell. Remember? Stronger than stone. It was the tagline on those things. Gone from our home, but not from our hearts. Oh, here's Alice. Kirby, 1870 to 1884. Oh, that's the daughter. 14. Bummer deal. Who's this little one? Maggie Cirby, 1910. 42 years, 11 months, and 22 days. Oh, almost 43. Here's another zinker. Stronger than stone. Safe and effective. That one says Willie. This one right here says Willie. I'm willing to bet that it's a kid. Let's go see. And then I'll come back to that one over here. Are you a kid? Willie? 5 years. It's a kid. A little lamb, Willie Thompson. 1887, 5 years, 11 months, and 23 days. Oh, geez, almost 6. Something about time on earth spent, and something God for him is angels sent. Somebody left a little bunny. And another little something that got tipped over. Oh, it's another bunny. Oh. Where's that? Yeah, it's a bunny. Easterbrook. In memory of S.O. Easterbrook. I like that name. Easterbrook. S.O. Easterbrook. September 26, 1880, age 52, native of Maine. Huh. Thomas Berry. Oh, is this the Berries? Is this Rachel? Oh, there's Rachel. Hi, Rachel. She's the one that's the oldest headstone in the cemetery. Good to see ya. See, Rachel Berry, 1861. She was 37. There's Thomas Berry. He was 47. That's not that much older. They came here in 1860. So, let me see, let me get up here. Are these all the Berries? And Nellie. Let's see. Whitney. Whitney is a big name around here too. There's a whole section over by Lincoln that is big. Yeah, the Whitney name is big over there. Harry. Sorry, Harry. Harry Boston. I know a Boston. Lulu Boston, Greenway. Lulu. And there's Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Wife of John Berry. Oh, that's Thomas Berry. Okay, so Thomas, who are you? 1892, 1861. Oh, I don't know. Maybe this is it says father. Ernest Prescott. Ernest. With the middle name O, it looks like Ernesto. Berdinia. I've seen that name before. We need to name more kids Berdinia. Hill, Fiddyment. Okay, here's Fiddyments. More Fiddyments. They were big time. They're a big time name too. Fiddyments. She was a rancher. Notice I said she was a rancher here in this general vicinity. There's even a road named Fiddyment, and the Atkinson is also another family name around here. There's a street, Atkinson Street, around here too. Fiddyment, yeah. Fiddyment. Look at all the Fiddyments. There's a 2012 Fiddyment. Martyr. His last name is Martyr. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've seen that as a last name before. Unless that's a statement. I think it's a name. Who's this? Oh. What? Is that a C? That's a C. Lycurgus? Lavelle. Lycurgus. Huh. If anybody is named Lycurgus, please leave a comment. Christina, daughter of Robert and Janet Ferguson, 1884, 14 years. She is not dead, but sleepeth. By the way, since I mentioned that, she is not dead, but sleepeth, if you ever have to tell your kids that somebody or something died, don't ever say that they're asleep. Unless you want to have your kid have insomnia or a sleep disorder, don't tell your kid that they're asleep. There's many more ways to do that without freaking them out. Mary Benson, sorry. In 1911. Let's see. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Is that the same lady? Mary Elizabeth Kent. 89, 1912. Is that the same lady I just saw? Mary Elizabeth Benson, 1911. Well, okay, who's Mary Elizabeth Kent? Is that a daughter? Aged 89. Mary Elizabeth Kent, 1912, 89. Mary Elizabeth Benson, 1911, age 51. Okay, I don't know. Look at this one. Colac, George Colac. And look at this one. Tankovich, and Colac. Knezevich. Is that right? Do you pronounce the K or not? Is it Knezevich or Knezevich? Don't know. Sorry, I butchered your name. I probably did. Vajo, and Rose, 1923. Oh, so it's a J. It's Yugoslavia. So he's Valjo Knezevich. I don't know. Sorry. Oh, it's a little lamb. Oh, it's a baby little lamb. Nick Knezevich, 12-ish. George, well, he wasn't much older, 13. 1926. What? Oh, 23 and 26. Oof. Man. We were way over there, over the hill, and we're over in the newer section. I'm going to give you a little tour of the place, but that's how big it is. But over here, I debated about this, but I'm going to show you these anyway. This one right here is the crying angel, and it's a little lamb who apparently was very well loved. Not that the ones that don't have crying angels weren't loved any less, it's just, isn't that ornate? That sweet little angel that, I mean, she's even got a little miss you. This actually was over in the parking lot, and I don't know where it belonged, so I just put it there. I don't know whose it is. And then this one is a little castle for a little baby. Another little lamb, baby M. There are no words to explain the love you brought into our hearts in your 3 short months. You made us into more patient, kind, and loving people. Not a moment passes that we don't think of you and the moments we are missing without you. What gets us through our days is knowing we will see you again. Love you forever. Let's see. Baby M. McKenna Lee. Holler. 1913, or 2013. She's got the little castle, the little princess. They have some really, really pretty roses in here during the season. It's actually, there's still, some of them are still blooming over there. All different colors. There's purple ones. There's ones that look like peppermint. They're striped. They're really pretty. I don't know if there's any of those blooming right now. Yeah, like I said, these are all the newer ones, but isn't that oak tree beautiful? Minus the garbage can. Look how big it is. Glad they didn't chop it down. But, see, oh wait, is this one of the ones that is, I think this is one. Look at that headstone. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that, how pretty that is. I love that. Oh yeah, look at this. Wow, oh man. They smell so freaking good. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Look at that. There's one right there. You see that one over there in the dirt under the tree? You see that? Huh. Yeah, in this section right here, if you go all along that fence line, over there is a bunch of older ones. But it's too hot to actually go through there yet. I'm going to show you this Gold Star Family Memorial that they have here. When you first look at it, you're going, what is that big hole in the middle of it? But when you look at it closer, at the right angle, you can tell that it's a soldier saluting. I don't know, maybe you can't tell. Can you tell from here? Maybe? Does that make it easier to tell? But that's what it is. So they have all these little benches, Patriot and Homeland. Because over here on this side, I think they had a fountain. The fountain's not going today. But Homeland, and that is the Roseville, the train and the Tower Theater, which is downtown Roseville. I don't know if you can see it or not, the flag. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see a thing in the camera. And then there's the Patriot part. I'm trying to stay out of it here, Patriot. And then the POWs, sacrifice. Isn't that neat? And that has the little blurb about the Gold Star families. Oh, see, like the silhouette of the saluting service member represents the legacy of those who've paid the ultimate sacrifice. I think it's a neat monument. But I saw this. Look at this. Isn't that neat? Can you see that? It's a coyote. How bizarre. I wonder why that's here. He's even got a bushy tail. Looks like, you know, that sisal stuff. That's neat. I need one of those at my house. Can you see the geese are they're getting in the where they put the flowers in, you know, those little water things, all those bugs that get in there, they're cleaning them out. Good job, guys. They're hot. That one over there is panting. One time I walked this cemetery all up and down all these roads, and I clocked it on Strava, and I got 5 miles of walking around this cemetery, 5.5 miles I think it was, up and down each of these roads. So it's not a small cemetery, that's for sure. I've seen that name before. Entisney. Oh, you know what? I saw that. There was a little kid over at which cemetery was that? The Rockland Cemetery, I think. It was a little kid, and he was a native of Spain. And I think it was like, oh yeah, I don't remember if he was a little kid or if he was 12. But Entisney, I don't know. If that's your name, let me know. But I remember seeing that name over there at that cemetery because he was a little lamb. See, and here's some of the... Is that a little lamb? That's probably a little lamb right there. Is that a little lamb? Let me see. Let's go see. I think I see a little lamb, so come with me for a minute. We're going to pile out of the car and see if this is a little lamb. Are you a little lamb? Yes, you are a little lamb. Leah, daughter of E.A. and Belle Bat. Bat? July 17th, 1892, March 8th, 1894. Safe in the arms of Jesus, our darling Leah has flown, once the light of a happy household. But God has called her home. Aww. Yep. Is this another little lamb? Susie, Eva, daughter of Browning? Oh, Browning, yeah. 1895 to 1898. Is that what that says? I can't read it. It's a little lamb. 3 years? Or 9 years. I have to look it up. Susie, Eva, Browning. I'm going to look that up and let you know. Well, I'm cooked. It is hot. Hot. I hope you enjoyed the little tour around part of Roseville Cemetery in Roseville in Placer County. I obviously did not do the whole thing, thank goodness. It's gigantic and it's hot. Who knows what's actually going to make it into the video. I'll try to make it not super long, but I wandered around for over, 2 hours. Basically, it was 2 hours. So if you saw a family name that you recognize, let me know. I would love to hear from people who have these names in their family and to learn more about them, where they're from, and like the history of them. The oldie moldy section that we saw was only part of the oldie moldy section. And then the Boot Hill section with the Bain kids, the 3 little Bain kids. And then I'm currently sitting in the Italian section. There's a bazillion Italian names around me. So if you have any Italians in your family, they could have a headstone here. I'm sitting by a headstone, actually. The last name is Soda, which I could use right now because it's really hot. So I don't know if I might sometime eventually, possibly, maybe do another section of this cemetery. But anyway, if you enjoyed that, let me know. I have a couple other places in mind to do too. Not today because it's too freaking hot. Tomorrow I'm headed out on another hike up in Truckee, so that'll be good. Nice and cool up there. And yeah, so that's basically it. Any thumbs up or subscribe would be nice. And I guess that's it for the moment. So thanks for joining me in this blistering heat, and I'll talk to you later.